Odal Rune, also called the Othala, is one of the oldest and most widely used runes in most Ancient Norse, Germanic, and Anglo-Saxon cultures. In the Elder Futhark, the oldest form of the runic alphabets, it was used to represent the O sound. In this video, we'll be looking at the symbolism of the Odal Rune and how its meaning has changed over time. Not much is known about the Odal Rune and its history, but it can be seen in historic artifacts dating as far back as the 3rd century AD. Shaped like an irregular O, with 2 legs or ribbons coming from either side of the lower half, the Odal Rune is simple in its appearance. However, it's quite complex in its significance. The rune represents inheritance, persistence, and tradition. And it is also associated with unity and the bond between family members. It also signifies the words heritage, inherited estate, or inheritance, which stems from the Old Germanic word opala or opila, and their many variants. In general, the Odal Rune represented positive concepts related to family and tradition. When reversed, however, the rune represents negative concepts such as loneliness, division, separation, or rebellion. This was the symbolism of the rune for much of its history, which spans thousands of years. However, in the 20th century, the Odal Rune was adopted by the Nazis in Germany because it represented nobility, superior race, and aristocracy. The Nazis used it as the emblem of ethnic German military and Nazi organizations. What is distinct about these uses was that they often depicted the rune with additional feet or wings below it. This variation of the Odal Rune was also used by a number of political organizations around the world, such as the neo-Nazi Viking Jugend in Germany, the Anglo-Afrikaner Bond, and the Boramag in South Africa, and the National Vanguard of the neo-fascist group in Italy. Over the years, the Odal Rune came to be considered a symbol of hate because of its association with the Nazis and other political organizations. In fact, Section 86A of the German Penal Code, known as the Strafgesetzbuch, features the Odal Rune as an outlawed symbol along with the swastika. However, it's important to note that this hate symbol is the variation of the Odal Rune depicted with feet or wings below it. This means that the original Odal Rune, which lacks these additions, can still be viewed as more than just a symbol of hatred. And indeed, the Odal Rune has been used in a lot of modern literary works. For example, it was portrayed as a protection rune in the Shadowhunters books and film series, and as an inheritance symbol in the Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard series, and as an emblem in the Sleepy Hollow TV show. However, the use of the Odal Rune remains somewhat controversial. In 2021, there was an outcry when the stage of a CPAC event was found to resemble the Odal Rune. USA Today called it a public high five to white supremacists, while Forbes stated that it was a massive public relations disaster for the Hyatt Regency where the conference was being held. Today, the Odal Rune is a prime example of how the meaning of a symbol can change over time. However, the Nazis and other extremist groups have tainted the reputation of the Odal Rune. It's still viewed as an important Norse symbol. What do you think? Should the Odal Rune be used for its original symbolism or be banned for its association with hate groups? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video, and we hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to watch similar videos about your favorite symbols, please consider subscribing and hitting the like button. Don't forget to click the notification button as well so that we can notify you when new videos and updates become available.